Hello, the purpose of this video is to show you how to take your geographic data and get it into ArcGIS online and then into your map story document. Okay, so we're going from whatever you have on your desktop, or maybe it's online somewhere else, into ArcGIS and then into your story map. So the first thing you do is you go to arcgis.com and you sign in, and it will take you to this Principia homepage. Okay, so here I am at the Principia College homepage. You're all members of Principia College Home, and so this works for you. All right, so next you go to your content. And if you wanted to upload a shapefile you had on your desktop, you would go to Add Item. And you can go search for it on the web or cloud drive or an application, but we're doing shapefiles. And so you need to ensure that your whole shapefile is in a zipped folder. So here I am. I took this Ancient Woodland England shapefile and I put it into this folder, and then I zipped it and it went into this folder. So I'm going to do that and go open. It contains a shapefile. If it was a file geodatabase, I would specify that. If it was KML, I would specify that. If it was photos with locations, if you have your location turned on your cell phone, you can upload those photos to your map. But in our case, in fact, it is a shapefile. Okay, and we're going to give it a title, and we're going to give it some tags. And the tags are going to be Forest, England, and then we're going to say Add Item. It says it already exists, so it wants to know if we do it again. So Ancient Woodlands, let's call it 1. Add Item. Oh. Okay, after you add the item, it will show up here in your content. So here we have Ancient Woodlands. And so if it's a really big file, it might take a little while for it to upload. So there we have Ancient Woodlands. So I can go to Open in Map Viewer, and there it is. It's taking just a minute to load. If I were to zoom in, there it is. Okay. So now, let's just scroll on here. So here's the Lake District. So now I can explore this. If I want to change how it appears, I can go to Change Style. And I can go to Options and Symbols, change symbols. And I can do the outline as no color. And then I can make it this beautiful green color. Okay. And then I go down, I need to say OK here. And then let's say I want to make it transparent. And change the fill. I could change that to a nice color like that. Oh, look at that. It really stands out. Okay. So now I click Done. And so now it's there. Remember, you can change your base map by going here and selecting that. So here's Ancient Woodlands in England. That's Lake Windermere. So now what I want to do is I want to get it into my story map. So I'm going to go to Save and click Save, and I'm going to enter a title for this map. And I'm going to call this Ancient Forests of England. In tags, it's going to be England and forests and trees. All right, and I'm going to save the map. Okay, so I can do other analysis here. I can change the way it looks. However you want it to show up on your map, you do that here. Okay, so now I'm going to add a new tab, and I'm going to go to storymaps.esri.com. And this is where I'm going to tell my story. So I'm going to scroll down until I get to create story. Now I'm going to create a cascade. And continue to cascade builder. So I'm going to call this England's Ancient Forests. Okay, and I'm going to change the image. I'm going to go to, let's go to Unsplash. I'm going to search for photos. England trees. Let's see what comes up. And you can use these images to fill out your I'm going to just type in Old English trees. We'll see what comes up there. Oh, there's some sheep. Oh, that looks nice. We'll do this one. Alright, so we have a nice pretty background. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down. So I'm scrolling down right now, and I'm going to hit this plus sign. And this is where you can add your map. So I'm going to enter a title here. Forests. And I can add media, but here I'm going to go like this. I'm going to add immersive text. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to add media, and I'm going to go to ArcGIS Online, and I'm going to go to My Content, and there it is, Ancient Forests of England. So I want to emphasize that this map is live linked to this map. And whatever I do here, whatever changes I make here, are going to be reflected in my story map. So just keep that in mind. So here I can add a bunch of text describing what's going on. Forests are rare in England, or whatever it is you want to say here. And then I can scroll down and I can add, maybe I just want to have just narrative text, right? So I can do that, narrative text. So and I can just add information there. I can add an essay there or whatever I want. And now I can go back to adding media. And I can type in Herdwick sheep. All right, and add some images, right? And so then I can go back and add more text. Sheep eat a lot, or whatever it is you want to add here. And so when you're ready to, when you've filled in all of your content and you have your different maps, right now you want to save it, okay? And now it's private, so that means just you can see it. Or you can share it to your organization so that everyone else in the class can see it. Or you can actually make it public so that everyone can see it, including your parents and friends. Okay. So let's just think about this a little bit more. Let's say I want to have a different view of my map, but I want to keep this map. I just want another map. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go here to Media, and I'm going to go back to ArcGIS Online. And before let's do this one. I'm going to do, this one is a land cover map that I already made. So there's land cover with ancient forests overlaying it. And then here's another one. Let's do media. Let's say I want to do something different here. So actually I'm gonna put pause on that. I'm gonna go back to this one, and I want a different extent. So before I do anything, I'm gonna do a save as, and I'm gonna do Ancient Forests of England version 2. Save map. Alright, and so now I'm going to zoom way out. And have a picture that looks more like this. Okay, and then I'm going to go to save. Alright, so now that it's saved at that extent, I'm going to go back to my map document here, and so we might have to hit refresh. There it is, V2, and there's my map. Okay, so I'm going to hit save on this, and then if I want to see a preview of what my map looks like without the builder happening here, I'm going to go to View Story. And so this is what it would look like if I were to publish it live. And it's just scrolling down, and then there's the map, and I can click on it, and I can explore it, and I can see what's going on in my map document. So I can double click, and it tells me all about that particular ancient woodland at Elroray. Alright, and then if I keep scrolling, oh, see there's the text I had, more text, more pictures, text, here's the other map, and again you can click on this map and it shows you all the attributes, and then here's my final map. And so there's really a lot of functionality here, but just keep in mind that it's live linked back, so you need to keep track of that all along the way. Alright, so I think that will take you pretty far. Let me know if you have any questions. And really when you're going to add data, when you're adding data from a file, you have to have it, a shapefile needs to be zipped and into a different folder, and that will contain all the shapefiles. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and good luck.